Thank you, sir.
I call the Honourable Member Kevin Haig.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. It's a pleasure to take my first call on this matter. I want to talk this evening about a different aspect of Part 1 of the bill, and intend to take a couple of calls at least. Yesterday I had the pleasure of being able to speak in favour of a government bill. It was the Psychoactive Substances Bill, and I began my contribution to that by remarking that we were all regulators now. That actually it was a bill that controlled a health and safety risk by means of regulation. And Mr. Chair, in this generally awful bill, there is an aspect that I find myself able to support. On the 19th of November 2010, the Pike River coal mine exploded, killing 29 people. The Royal Commission on the Pike River coal mine disaster was convened. It was the 12th Commission of Inquiry into a coal mining disaster in New Zealand, the 12th, sir, over the years. That Royal Commission reported in October of last year. Actually, for all of us who have been able to read that report, it's an extremely sobering report, and its recommendations were very widely supported indeed. In all of the dross that makes up the rest of this bill, the one diamond is that this is the opportunity that the government has taken to pass into law the legislation that is necessary to give effect to its commitment to enacting and implementing all of the Royal Commission's findings, and it's that aspect that I want to talk about. I was a submitter to the Royal Commission, and indeed attended many of the hearings in my hometown of Greymouth. It was an extremely sobering and scary experience, Mr. Chair, because what was revealed was the most extraordinary list of failures, and some of them have been relayed in this House previously. I'll give you some now. For example, members may recall the disastrous second exit from the mine up the ventilation shaft that would have required a sheer vertical climb, actually overhanging for one part of it, up a 55-metre ladder, which Mines Rescue characterised as extremely difficult to use in normal circumstances, impossible in a fire. And the ladder could only support 8 people at one time, in contrast to the 60 people who could often be expected to be inside the mine. The inquiry heard about broken smoke lines that miners use to find their way out of the mine when there's limited visibility. Sensors, methane gas sensors, disabled in the mine. Very infrequent disaster training exercises. Wholly inadequate gas drainage plans. Drilling in the mine occurring immediately adjacent to cavities filled with pressurised flammable gas. Reports of multiple ignitions inside the mine. Telephone and air supply decommissioned to a fresh air base partway along the drift, which is the tunnel leading from the portal into the mine. And the area inside the working mine that was called a fresh air base, which was not in fact a fresh air base because it could not be sealed from the atmosphere in the mine itself. That's just a small selection, Mr. Chair. It was an appalling and sobering list. The Royal Commission heard that the Pike River Mining Company, which is now facing charges under the Health and Safety and Employment Act, and I won't say more about those particular matters, but they heard that the Pike River Mining Company was a company that was cash-strapped, and it was well behind on its production schedule, and there was a good deal of evidence given to the Royal Commission about a number of shortcuts taken in the health and safety. Mr. Chair.
Kevin
Mr.
Hay.
Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Shortcuts taken in the health and safety area.